Elijah loved rainy days. While other kids groaned and hid under blankets, Elijah pressed his nose to the window and watched the raindrops race down the glass. He liked the sound of the rain, soft, gentle, like the sky was whispering secrets. But most of all, Elijah loved umbrellas. He had a whole collection, big ones, tiny ones, striped ones, one shaped like a frog, and another shaped like a spaceship. But his favorite was an old umbrella that once belonged to his grandpa Theo. It didn't look very special. The fabric was deep midnight blue, with a wooden handle worn smooth from many years of use. But there was something about it, something mysterious. One gray afternoon, Elijah's mom handed him the old umbrella. "You can use Grandpa's today," she said. "But be careful, it has a mind of its own." Elijah giggled. "It's just an umbrella." He put on his red boots, grabbed the midnight blue umbrella, and stepped outside into the rain. The moment he opened it, whoosh, a gust of wind lifted the umbrella into the air. And Elijah too. He gasped as his feet left the ground. The wind swirled around him like a hug, and before he knew it, he was flying. "Whoa," he laughed, holding tight to the umbrella's handle. Up, up, up he went, above rooftops, above trees, above the sleepy clouds. Raindrops sparkled around him like diamonds. Then the umbrella twitched. It turned slightly to the left. "Hey, where are we going?" Elijah asked. The umbrella didn't answer, of course, but it tilted again and gently began to glide. They floated across the sky, past flocks of birds in raincoats and kites wearing scarves. Soon, Elijah saw something ahead, a swirling silver cloud with a glowing doorway in the middle. As they passed through the doorway, the rain suddenly stopped. The clouds cleared. And Elijah blinked in surprise. They were in a bright and magical land floating above the world. The sky was lavender. Trees wore umbrellas instead of leaves. Rivers rippled with warm cocoa. Children danced on clouds, laughing and twirling with umbrellas of every color. A tall woman wearing a coat made of raindrops smiled as Elijah floated down. "Welcome to the umbrella garden," she said. "Whoa," whispered Elijah. "I'm Madam Mist. We've been expecting you." "You have?" She nodded. "Only the bravest children with curious hearts find their way here." Elijah looked around. "What is this place?" "It's where forgotten umbrellas come to life," Madam Mist explained. "And where rainy day dreams begin." Suddenly, an umbrella flapped past like a butterfly. Others bounced like rabbits. Some rolled like wheels. A yellow umbrella with pink polka dots waddled up to Elijah and wiggled. "Hello," Elijah said. It squeaked in reply and handed him a tiny glowing tag. On it were the words, "Every umbrella has a purpose." Madam Mist led Elijah down a soft cloud path. All of these umbrellas were once lost or tossed away. But here, they train for new adventures. Elijah passed a classroom where umbrellas learned to fly straight. Another where they learned how to shield children from snowstorms or sunbeams. In one corner, an umbrella was painting rainbows. Do they all go back to the real world? Elijah asked. "Only when they're ready," said Madam Mist. "Some wait years. Others, just one kind word." Elijah looked down at Grandpa's umbrella in his hand. It shimmered slightly. "Your umbrella has been waiting too," said Madam Mist. "It's very special." Suddenly, a bell rang. Madam Mist clapped her hands. Time for the great drizzle parade. The umbrellas began to gather, marching, twirling, bouncing. Children joined them, laughing and dancing with their favorite umbrellas. Some rode on giant umbrellas like carousels. Others floated through sparkly raindrops. Elijah twirled, skipped, and spun with Grandpa's umbrella. He had never felt so light, so joyful. But just as he was about to try a cloud somersault, boom! A loud noise echoed across the sky. Dark clouds rolled in. Wind howled. Madam Mist's voice grew serious. "The storm is coming." "The storm?" Elijah asked. "A wild wind from the north. It tries to steal color and joy from rainy places like ours." Umbrellas began to flutter nervously. Children huddled. "We have to protect the garden," said Madam Mist. "But we need a brave umbrella to fly into the storm." Elijah looked at Grandpa's umbrella. It shimmered again, brighter this time. "I think it wants to help," Elijah said. The umbrella straightened. The wooden handle warmed in his hand. Madam Mist smiled. "Then let's fly." With a deep breath, Elijah climbed onto the umbrella. The wind pulled at his clothes, but he held tight. Together, he and the umbrella soared into the storm. Rain slashed. Lightning crackled. The clouds roared. But Elijah was not afraid. The umbrella glowed with a golden light, forming a shield around them. They spun, dipped, and danced through the storm. And then, pop, the storm cracked open like an egg, and a burst of color exploded across the sky. Pink, gold, turquoise, and silver rained down. The storm melted away. Elijah and the umbrella floated gently back to the garden. Everyone cheered. Umbrellas did flips. Kids clapped. Madam Mist bowed. "You've saved the garden," she said. "And your umbrella has fulfilled its purpose." Elijah hugged the umbrella. "But do I have to leave now?" he asked. "Only for now," said Madam Mist. "The garden will always welcome you back on the next rainy day." A warm breeze carried Elijah upward. The umbrella turned toward the sky. They flew back through the glowing doorway. Rain still drizzled as Elijah floated down to his backyard. He landed gently on the wet grass. The umbrella folded itself softly and gave one last sparkle. Elijah looked up at the sky and smiled. That night, before bed, Elijah placed the umbrella next to his bed like a trusted friend. He whispered, "Thank you." And though the umbrella didn't answer, he could have sworn it shimmered once more in the moonlight.